Hello, welcome to Air Rifle Pesting. Glad you can join me tonight. I'm back at Farm Y for another session of rat shooting. So when I got here, the laneway here, I saw one at 36 yards. So tonight I'm shooting with my new tripod, the Primos Trigger tripod here. So it's working pretty good. So this is back at the new spot here. I spotted 2 rats here. Just monitoring them, and you can see it went up to the concrete barrier there. So that's where they go up in and out and travel within the wall there. So the other one disappeared now, and then later on I found one, and I spotted him running across. Obviously I didn't have a shot there, so just waiting for my opportunity, and here you can see it went up again. So there's definitely a cavity there behind the wall. So I'll be out on the lookout for them, and hopefully I get an opportunity to shoot them. Here it is again. He came out to feed. Now obviously this is not a safe shot to take because of the cow in the background there. But I was determined to get him because he wasn't that busy tonight. So I did not want this opportunity to go away. In here, it looks like I have a chance, but I didn't want to take the risk because I have no idea where the pellet might bounce off. And the cow was just way too close in the background. So I decided not to shoot it, and hopefully waiting for a better opportunity. So later on, it came back out again. So now I'm ready for it, and basically just hoping for it to get to a better position. As you can see later, the cow is going to come to my rescue and scare it to run back to the hiding spot here. Right about now it's gonna happen. So here it is. So he made a mistake of stopping there, and I quickly took a shot, and he was 21 yards. So I pinned him there. He's pretty much dead. He hopped around. That's just muscle reflexes again. So that was the second rats of the night. Now back to the laneway again. I saw another one at 30 yards. Again, I was resting on with my trigger stick. So you can see from the crosshairs, it can be very steady and stable. So I'm really liking this shooting platform, as I can adjust the height very easily, and I can move around quite easily as well. So that was the next shot at 30 yards. And he didn't have a chance. So that was with the Barracuda 16 grain. They call it Barracuda 15. But there's actually almost 16 grains, so yeah, it works really good. Back inside the barn again, I spotted this guy's about 24-25 yards. Again, I'm keeping an eye on the cows in the back to make sure that there's no chance of hitting the cow by accident. So luckily the cow moved back and I took my shot, so that was a clean headshot. It's pretty much dead right on the spot. So this one is inside the pan, as you said. He was really close, it's about 6 yards. So he was amongst the cow. In this section where the cow is actually to my far left, and then some resting above, behind it. So what I was doing here was just monitoring it, just checking to see where the rat was going. As you can see, it hops up above where the cows are resting. So obviously this would not be a good spot to shoot them. Anyway, back out on the usual spot. I spotted this guy about 29 yards. Again, the cows are in the back. Seems like they never stop eating. Fast forward, I've been watching this rat for a long time, and I'm still very patient, trying to wait for my opportunity. And sooner or later the cow is going to take a break. Let's take a breather. So as soon as the cow lifted his head, that's where I'm going to have a cleaner shot to be safe. This is at 29 yards. Here's my chance. And that was a perfect headshot. And the cows got back to eating again. So as if he was giving me a break. Take a break, let me shoot, and then go back to eating. So I'm looking at the rats inside the pin again, and spot this guy, so I'm just trying to track it. As you can see, it's very difficult to spot them through the fence, but they're there. Like I said, I'm very close, within 5 to 10 yards away. So I'm constantly monitoring it and then checking where the cows are to make sure they're not even close to it. If they are, then I will not be taking a shot. So I'm constantly moving and shifting my position to make sure I line up properly. And as you can see, the cows everywhere in the back, right, resting. So I have to be extremely careful if I'm going to take this kind of shot. So finally I got to a nice position here, about 10 yards. But it wasn't staying put in one spot, so it was moving around. And then I lost track of him. But then later on he came back out. I double checked my surrounding and it was safe. Even though if there's a pass through, it's going to hit the concrete barrier on the ledge. So it would be a safe shot to take. So that's how I decided to take this guy on. Lost track of him, but then finally I track him again. So now is my opportunity. The cows are in the back and onto the side. So my patience paid off and I drop him right there. I think in this situation it would be much better if I were to use my PP700, the single shot, low power. So that's my plan. In the future, I'll be definitely setting up that pistol to do this type of shooting. So at least it's low power and it's close range. It'll be a lot easier to shoot them at this distance and at this kind of a situation. Anyway, I spotted a second one here later, and I was tracking him. And again, he gave me a good opportunity here with a good safe backdrop, and I shot him in the back. It's not very pretty, but it's effective. It gets the job done with HW100. So I spotted this guy at about 21 yards, but he didn't stay put. Obviously, right in this spot here, I couldn't take the shot because the cows are in the back. Only thing I could do was just monitor it and watch it run away. He eventually came back with his buddy. And here I got panicked and I rushed the shot and shot low. That was just probably injured his foot or hand. but I think it's gonna survive. So I'm back on the farm again 4 nights later, and I was hoping to see more rats, but unfortunately tonight was very, very quiet. I didn't see any rats at all until much later. However, I did see one starling. Initially, when I first spotted it, I was pretty happy, thinking there are more starlings around. So I pan around the area, try to spot some, but none to be found except that one lonely starling. I was even debating to let it live, so maybe use him as a decoy to bring in other starlings. But I figure since I'm already here, and my job is to eliminate them, not to let them reproduce and gather here on purpose. So, as you can see, there's nothing here. At least I know once they come back next time in a flock, I will take them out. So finally I spotted him again because I lost track of him. And he was about 18 yards sleeping. And I guess he will never wake up again after this shot. That was 17 yards. So I was scanning around for more rats, but like I said, tonight was really, really slow. These usual spot where the rats commonly come and go, none to be found tonight. So I guess me being here and the constant pressure of shooting them whenever I can is paying off, because the number are definitely reduced. Not like before when I first came here, you can see at least 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 of them running around. It's definitely a quiet night tonight, so unfortunate for me, but at least I know the farm is cleaner without these rodents running around. So back in the honey hole, there was nothing here at all. Not a single rat. So I remember from the beginning, when the first time I showed up there were quite a few out in the open like this. As you can see, the footage is here. I counted there were about 7 or 8 of them out in the open. Anyway, this was the last shot of the night. Finally spotted one at about 30 yards. And I damn sure didn't want to miss this guy. So what I did was I moved up a bit closer to about 27 yards. Just to increase my chances of hitting it. Because that is a far shot and only his head was showing. So it wasn't an easy shot. But anyway, at 27 yards, I was using my shooting stick again. Tried to get steady, and finally I took my shot. I believe I hit him in the head. It's hard to tell from the replay, but I'm sure I hit him. Anyway, thank you for watching. I hope I see you in the next one. Cheers.